as the year is winding down, we're looking back and also looking ahead. Vanishing Seattle is a popular Instagram account that tracks all the businesses in Seattle that close and also does a great job reminding us of the ones that are still open that we can support. The woman that runs the account is Cynthia Brothers, and she joins me right here now. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're going to talk about first what vanished in 2024 this year, starting off with one that I'm devastated about, taco time in Wallingford.
Yeah, so I think you're not the only one who was devastated. Yeah, this taco time was in the heart of Wallingford on 45th. It actually been there since 1974, but it had this really unique kind of glass cubey.
It was iconic.
Building. Yes, that had been there since 1990, and they built it specifically to stand out from the other locations, which I think it definitely did. But it earned it the nickname of Disco Taco Time, Blade Runner Taco Time, and because it had been around for so long, it just was a place that so many Seattleites grew up eating at. So people were definitely sad to see this one close when it closed in July.
Oh, I know. I was really devastated to see that on your account, but you're keeping us informed, which we love. Vito's, tell me about this one too.
Yeah, so Vito's a longtime Italian restaurant and lounge that had been around since 1953.
Wow, long time.
Vito Santoro and his brother Jimmy. It kind of became a clubhouse for all sorts of folks. On First Hill, you had politicians, journalists, union leaders, hospital workers that would gather around hearty plates of Italian food and jugs of wine. They had the famous cougar room with the stuffed cougar. Her name was Barbara.
No way.
And it was bought by new ownership in 2010 that wanted to keep that kind of 50s through 70s heyday feel. They brought in lounge acts like the famous jazz singer Ruby Bishop sang there every week until she was 97. But unfortunately in 2022 there's a fire in the apartments upstairs, water damage to Vito's, and they had a couple more fires, and they closed on in January, and then the building was demolished later that month.
Oh no. Okay, gosh, all these institutions.
Yeah.
Trading Musician is next on your list.
Yes, so this was a music store in Roosevelt Ravenna area. It had that iconic rotating guitar head sign out front, and it was really, just a hub and an epicenter for the local music community. Been around since 1991 and had really, accessible, affordable, used and new gear of all sorts. Some musicians that frequented or worked there included members of Mudhoney, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. So when it closed, folks felt that it really left a gap in the local music ecosystem.
Right.
So yeah, it was hard to see that one go too.
Oh, all of those were so hard to see go, but you have one positive, Wild Rose.
Yes.
Not vanishing, right?
Not vanishing, luckily. Yeah, Wild Rose is celebrating its 40th anniversary. They're having a party on December 30th.
Exciting.
So yeah, they've been Seattle's lesbian bar since 1984, and they're actually the longest running lesbian bar in the country. They also do shows and events of popular DJ and dance nights, karaoke, trivia, a legendary outdoor party during Pride. So it's really this living legacy of Seattle's queer history and resilience. So it's nice to see that they're entering into their 4th decade after they had a few close calls, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But yeah, 40 years of beers and queers is how they're celebrating.
Yeah, not vanishing. We like it. Some things we don't like that are supposedly vanishing in 2025, Century Ballroom.
Yes, so Century announced just recently that they're going to be closing sometime next year. So yeah, since 1997, been a landmark in Capitol Hill in the Odd Fellows building, just a gorgeous wood floor ballroom.
It really is a gorgeous space.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Fun fact, it was in the prom scene of the movie 10 Things I Hate About You.
Ooh, didn't know that.
Yeah, they do dance nights and lessons across all styles, from salsa to bachata, swing. They have the longest running swing dance night in Seattle. But yeah, apparently the rent was just so high that it wasn't sustainable. They'd have to greatly increase the prices for their dancers, which they felt was not in line with their mission.
Makes sense.
They wanted to continue attracting diverse dancers from across the community. So, but there's plenty of events to go to. They have stuff pretty much every night. They're having a salsa party on New Year's Eve. And then on March 1st, they're going to celebrate their last anniversary in the space. So please do support them while they're celebrating.
Yes. And College Inn Pub.
Yeah, so College and Pub has been a staple in the UW and U District community for over 50 years.
50, wow.
Its building is also unique. It was built in 1909 for the Alaska Yukon Pacific exhibition, and that's the last one of its kind left in the neighborhood. It almost closed during the pandemic, but was saved by some regulars who'd been going there since the early 90s. And they just had a 50th anniversary celebration a couple weeks ago, but they did share that they're going to have to close at the end of this academic year. So in June, unless someone comes in to save the business.
Save the day.
Going, which I hope happens.
I know, regulars
crossed.
again, yes. Okay, Grand Illusion Cinema, also vanishing?
Yes, also. Well, hopefully they'll still be around, but they're having to relocate.
Okay.
Their building was sold in 2023, and the new landlord did not renew their lease.
Okay.
But they've been around since 1970. We're Seattle's first art house, Seattle's longest running theater, and the only 100% volunteer-run nonprofit cinema in the country. So they are going to be doing some more screenings through the end of January, are going to be looking for a new home, hopefully still in the U District, because historically that's like the epicenter of the indie film community. But in the meantime, they'll have some pop-ups and other things next year at Northwest Film Forum. So again, please do support them.
Yes, and really fast, I want to get to the one unvanishing Busch Gardens, right?
I'm so
Good news.
This
Me
is one
too.
of my favorite places. So Busch Garden in the Chinatown International District, been around since 1953. Was the first karaoke bar in the country, the second Japanese restaurant in the state, and just a gathering place for folks of all backgrounds. The building was sold in 2017 to a private developer, and then this grassroots campaign emerged to try and save Busch Garden. What ultimately closed it was the pandemic.
Right.
Then it was offered a new space in Uncle Bob's Place, which is a community development just a couple blocks away.
Yeah.
So now they're working on building out the space, and yeah, folks can support their GoFundMe. Vanishing Seattle also made a film about Busch Garden that you can check out on the website. But yeah,
incredible.
It'll be open sooner rather than later. And
I'm so excited for that. Thank you so much for being here. This was great to look back, look ahead, and some positives too.